We are on the third section of the packet, which is resistor color code. In your packet, you do have two color code worksheets. And they're bigger ones. Remember, you guys got plenty of time to do this. You got these two sheets. All right. And you do have your color code sheet. Okay, and that's what I got up on the screen here. So again, you want to look at your color code paper while I'm going over this. Okay, first off, I know we did this before. Okay, does everybody have it memorized? Probably not. But also, and I hate saying this, but remember there are apps out there that do the color code. Now, some of the apps do not get as detailed as we get in here. Okay, they will. Some of them don't even do 5-band resistors. Okay, so you can't completely trust that. That's why you got to know how to do it this way. So the first thing I want to do is actually, let's go to the one that has the 4-band on it, which is, I think, the second page. It should have been copied the other way around. It wasn't. So we're going to focus on this sheet that says resistor value practice sheet 1. Okay, that's the one we're going to start with. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to scroll down to the bottom of this and go over some extra stuff first. So let's start off with the 3-band resistor. I know we've done this. So if I draw a resistor up here, let's say it's only got 3 bands. So how do we solve a 3-band resistor? Well, remember, something is always understood. What was the one thing that was always understood? Oh yeah, the one thing that was always understood is if it's a 3-band, it still has a tolerance. That tolerance being 20%. So when you look at your 3-band, remember the band that is closest to the edge of the resistor is where you start. You end up with your significant digit, and your multiplier. Okay, with the understood part being the 20% tolerance. So let's make up something simple here. Let's say that these are all orange, and orange. So if you go to your chart, your color code chart, okay, significant digit's 3, right? Let's back up. Scroll down, try it again, extend the page. Okay, so we have a 3 and a 3, right? Because orange and orange. What's a multiplier of orange? It's almost easier if you guys just look at the paper. Multiplier of orange all right, that's multiplier of orange. 3, right? 3 zeros. 3 zeros. Okay, so it's 33,000 ohms. And remember that understood part. We don't have a 4th band, but it's understood. Plus minus 20% tolerance. So when you have a 3-band, remember that's what you're doing. Let's change this. Let's go through and change this third one, this multiplier, to gold. So if your multiplier is gold, what did I call that before? Call that a divider, right? Divide it by 10. Oh, you can see that in there. In there, divide it by 10. So we're still going to put, here's your orange, which means 3 and 3, right? But the multiplier says divide by 10 on it, right? Which simply means move the decimal back 1 place. So that completely changes. Changing that from an orange to a gold now changes this from what was it before? 33,000 ohms. Now changes it to 3.3 ohms plus minus 20%. Right? Or, let's change it again. Let's change that gold to a silver. Again, you're going to go to your multiplier, go down to silver. All right, you're over here, silver right there. What's that say? Divide it by 100 now. So again, orange and orange have 3, 3. Silver, 2 places, 1, 2. So now you got a 0.33 ohm resistor, plus minus 20%. Hope everybody remembers that. So. Okay, what if we change this to a black? Or we're kind of focusing on the multipliers right now. Most of the time you guys all had the colors memorized quite well. You guys never really had too many problems with that. But if it's a black multiplier, what is it? Right there, 0.0. So again, here's your 2 oranges. You got a 3 and a 3. This black means 0.0. If it was brown, that changes things too. So if it's black, it's 33 ohms, plus minus 20%. If it's brown, up there, brown, which is a 0, not 0.0, now it's 330 ohms, plus minus 20%. So hopefully you guys remember that about the multiplier band. Again, I'm not going to go over this in complete detail because I'm pretty sure you guys have the colors memorized. Remember, silver and gold. You never start with silver and gold. Okay? So let's go to the 4-band. So we're going to put a resistor up here. Right? We'll have our 4 bands, our 4 colors. So the 4 band is still pretty simple. Okay, significant digit, multiplier, and tolerance. All right, significant digit, multiplier, and tolerance. So let's come up with something. Let's say we got a red. This is blue. I don't know. Let's say orange, and let's say red again. Okay, so what is our significant digit for red? Oh, it looks like we got a 2 there, right? So we got another significant digit of blue. Oh, looks like we got a 6. Okay, so let's write those down. You got a 2 and a 6. That's these 2. Orange multiplier. You want an orange multiplier, you go to there, go over there. It's 3 zeros. So we are looking at 26,000 ohms. A red tolerance. Okay. So if you're looking at your paper, you go to red, you go over to tolerance. That's plus minus 2%. Right there, plus minus 2%. You're going to write that in here. So that's your 4 band. And again, all these same principles apply. 4 bands are pretty easy. So now that we've done just the 3 band, just the 4 band, let's go to the worksheet real quick. Not that one. Yeah, that one. That's a long one. So let's look at this first one. It says we have a brown, black, red, gold. I'm going to change color here. Brown, black, red, gold. Well, we know that brown is a 1. Black is in the significant digit band. So if you're in the significant digit band, remember it's a 0 at that point. That's the first one. Okay. You got a 1 and a 0. Red multiplier. Red multiplier. You go over 2 zeros. So your red multiplier 2 zeros. So you got a 1,000 ohm resistor with a gold tolerance. So what's a gold tolerance? Go over to gold, go over to tolerance, plus minus 5%. Okay, let's go to the next one down. Number 2. We have a green, blue, orange, silver. Green significant digit. Look at your paper. Oh, that's a 5. Blue significant digit. Go straight down. Blue, that's a 6. Orange multiplier. Go down to orange or multiplier. 1, 2, 3. And you put your ohm symbol up. 56,000 ohms. Silver, plus minus 10%. Let's see if there's something else here that could be a little confusing, because most of those just continue like that. What did my board do? Just jumping. No, those are all pretty straightforward. Pretty much more of, oh wait, here's one. Let's do number 12. Number 12 right there. Okay, so yellow significant digit. Down, over, go to 4, right? Violet significant digit. I should probably get closer. Violet significant digit 7, right? We got a 4 and 7. Uh-oh. Silver multiplier. Oh, that's that divider thing. Right there. Divided by 100, right? You're going to move that decimal back 2 places. 1, 2. So it's 0.47 ohms with a gold tolerance. 5%, right there on the chart. Okay. So that's pretty much your 4-band. Doesn't get much more complicated than that. 3 bands, 4 bands, kind of easy. So when we get into these 5-band ones, then it gets a little crazy. So let's go to that now. Oh, look at that. All of a sudden I put my lab coat on. Actually, just so you guys are aware, it's snowing right now. And you guys know how hot it gets. If you're in the AM class, you know how hot that lab gets in the morning. We have to open the windows all the time throughout the winter. Well, what I did was I went over to the main breaker room and I tripped the breaker to shut the ceiling heat off in the lab, because we've had some really warm days and I've been in here sweating. So I went and killed the main breaker to shut that ceiling air off. Well, the custodian isn't here today. He has that door locked, so I can't go in and turn the breaker back on. So we don't have any, literally have very little heat in here right now, so it's a little cold. So I went and put my lab coat on. So trying to warm up a little, like a little momentary glitch. Okay, what we're doing now is we're going to go to the 5-banders. Okay, going to the 5-band resistors. So you should be on the worksheet that looks like this. Okay, the one that just says resistor practice, nothing. The other one said resistor practice 1 on it. And again, when you're doing 5-band resistors, a little piece of information you got to do, right? One little thing you gotta look at. I don't know if you guys remember what it is. It's look at what? Last resistor first. Okay, so when you're doing this, you look at the last resistor first, because you don't know, without looking at the last one first, whether it's a standard 5-band, a commercial 5-band, or a military resistor. You look at the last band first. So let's see if I can find that page here. Extend this out. I'll make up a couple, then we'll go to the worksheet. So if we have a 5-bander, okay, so you got a 5-band resistor. Look at the last color first. Let's say the last color here is white. There's such a delay in the system today. All right, let's make up some colors here. Let's say we got, I don't know, blue, say gray, brown, and let's say gold. So blue, gray, brown, gold, white. We look at the last color first. Well, you go to your chart that you have in front of you, and you go, all right, there's one of these right here. It says white on it. It says military solderable leads. So if you guys remember that, I said that you can always identify a military board when you look, see that white 5th lead, right? So otherwise, you solve it the same way. You do your 4-band configuration that we just did, but at the end, you're going to write MIL. All right, so you have significant digit, multiplier, tolerance. So what's the significant digit for blue? Go to your paper, go to significant digit for blue right there. Okay, we're talking 6. Now, I said this one's gray. I probably should have wrote that out, but not green. So if we go down to gray, what is it? Oh, it's an 8. Brown multiplier. Brown multiplier is 1, 0. So that's a pretty common resistor there. You get 680 ohms. Gold tolerance. Gold tolerance is what? Plus minus 5%. And then you're going to write, because it's white there in the fifth lead, right? MIL, military. So anytime you see that white fifth lead, just solve it like a 4-band. Right, MIL at the end. Okay? All right, let's change this. That's the easiest one. I wanted to start with that. Let's do the standard 5-band. Okay, right there, the standard 5-band, that one there. So remember, when you're doing this, and I usually tell people to go back to my color code chart here. Remember it this way. There it is. I always say when you're doing the standard 5-band, which is this one, this configuration here, take your pencil, do something like this. Circle those, okay, which is those 4 colors, and then draw a little arrow to that one. Okay? Because if your last color, remember, look at the last color first. If your last color is any of these, red or brown, red, orange, and yellow, if it's one of those last colors, then you are going to use the standard 4 or standard 5-band configuration, which means you solve it just like we did with a 4-band, except at the end you put your reliability on there. Okay, so how what's the reliability band mean again? Oh, it's written right here. Reliability band means it's the percent per 1,000 hours at 50% power. So if I run this device at half power for 1,000 hours, the chance it will fail, if it's brown, is 1%. That's what the standard 5-band is. All right. So last color first. One of those 4. Use that configuration. Okay. Other than that, it's just the same thing as a standard or as the 4-band resistor. Okay. Significant digit, multiplier, tolerance, same thing. Okay. Where it gets a little different is down here at the commercial 5-band. And remember, the difference between the commercial 5-band and your standard 5-band is 3 significant digits. Your first 3 colors are significant digits. Then you have a multiplier and a tolerance. How do you know? Look at the last color first. So if your last color, okay, if your last color is a black, green, blue, violet, gray, white, okay? No, not white, excuse me. White would be military, right? If it's any of those, then you know you're going to use the 3 significant digits, multiplier, and tolerance. So let's go to your worksheet. Yeah, we wanted this one. Okay, so let's do a couple of these, and we'll close this video. What am I at now? I don't know, I'm at 7 minutes on this second part than what we were in the first one, so it might get a little long-winded. You guys are used to that with me. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's do an easy one. Let's do number 6. Number 6 there. Oh, look at that. There's white, right? So it's standard using your 4-band configuration. You're going to write MIL at the end. Last color first. So we got white here. We got a brown, black, green, gold, white. So brown, significant digit. Go to your chart. Brown, you got a 1, right? What is black significant digit? 0. What is a green multiplier? Green multiplier. You don't see that one too often. Go down to green, go to multiplier. Look at that, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have a 1 million ohm resistor. So brown, black, green, gold, right? So gold's plus minus 5%. And now you got the white there, you're just going to write MIL, military. That's how you do number 6. I always like to start with the easy one. Why not? Okay, let's go up here. Go number 1. Okay, so we're going to start with the last color first. This is brown. Again, is brown in the reliability? Yep. There's your reliability ones, right? So you are going to use your standard 5-band. So you know it has a reliability. So how do we do that? Okay, so we have green. We just did green. Let's green. Number 5. Okay, camera just froze. I know, it's an Android. All right, I know if you're going to do media, you should probably use an Apple. Okay, we're over that now. Okay, let's go back to number 1, and I'll try to keep an eye on this thing and see if it freezes again. We're going to do number 1, green, green, black, brown. Green, 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 black, brown. So you're going to look at the last color first, and you go, it is brown. So, is that on my reliability? Yes, it's one of those 4. Okay, remember, brown, red, orange, and yellow. If the last color is there, you're using the standard 5-band configuration. So, greens are 5, right? So we have green, green, so we can put 2 5s down. This green is my multiplier. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, which means this is 5,500,000, 5.5 megaohm resistors. And then the black, okay, the black right there, tolerance. It really, on my old color code chart, used to say X. Well, you always have a tolerance, always. So it's 20%, okay? You're going to write plus, minus 20%. Now, that brown, well, how do we write that in there? Remember, you're going to write REL, because it's reliability, right there on the chart, 1%. Almost ran out of space. So that's how you do number 1. Number 2 is going to be the same thing, because I can tell you right now that's a red, right? So since number 2 is a red, it's the same configuration using a standard, because red is one of the 4. So you go to the next one, yellow. Uh-oh. Yellow has a reliability, just like that. Okay, so these 3 are going to be using the standard 5-band configuration. That's a 4-bander. We did 4, so let's go do, here we go. Let's do number 7. I'm looking at my 5 bands. It says yellow, right? Well, yellow is, oops, sorry. I didn't want the yellow one. I was thinking the next one, the green. Let's do it anyway. Yes, yellow is one of my reliability bands. So we got 4 and 7 here, right? 4, 7, get yellow and violet. Orange, okay? Orange is going to be a multiplier, 3 zeros. 47,000 ohms. Okay, silver, that's going to be plus minus 10%. And now you got a yellow, which is your last one on there, so you're going to write REL 0.001%. Okay, number 8's the one I wanted. It's a green. Okay, so last color's green. So go down to here, go over, there's an X, right? So we are going to use commercial 5-band. We're going to have 3 significant digits for this one. So you got significant digit, significant digit, significant digit for this. So yellow is 4, green is 5. So you got 2 5s there, right? Now your black is going to be the multiplier. Where am I at? Yeah, right there. 0.0, right? So it's 455 ohms. And now what do we do for that last green? Tolerance. Last green is tolerance. Go over, that is 0.5%. Okay, so you're going to write plus minus 0.5%. Oh, let's see here. Let's do another one of those. Let's do 14. Okay, let's do 14. It says last color first. It's blue. Okay, so it's blue. Now it's over here. So we got 3 significant digits again. 1, 2, 3. Those are all 3 significant digits. Commercial 5-band. So we have a yellow, which is a 4. Red, which is 2. Black, significant digit, 0. Right? 0. Gold multiplier. Gold multiplier. You can divide that by 10, right? So with me, that's why I kind of threw it out there. You move the decimal here. So really, this is a 42 ohm resistor. Okay, we got our blue. What do we do with blue? Let's see here. Here we are. I don't know if we see that on the screen. I'm just trying to see the screen. There we go. 0.25%. So that is the 5-band. Hopefully this is an okay review, and I didn't make this video too terribly long. But again, you have a 3-bander, 3-band, significant digit, multiplier, plus minus 20%, right? 4-bander, the easiest one. You got 2 significant digits, multiplier, and tolerance. Again, you go to the 5-band, look at the last color first. The last color is white. It's military, solid like a 4-band, write MIL at the end. If your last color is one of those 4, right, you're going to use reliability. And if it's not, go with 3 significant digits, multiplier, and tolerance, because it's commercial 5-band. Okay, that's my color code review with you guys. Hopefully these videos are turning out. I'm going to change things up a little bit when we get the series and parallel circuits. I don't like standing in front of the smart board. We'll swing around here and use the whiteboard with the series and parallel circuits. Hopefully this all works, and we'll get back to normal here before too long. So, all right, stay safe. We'll see you guys in the next video.